Hey guys, welcome to the Miss Lillian's page. I am Crysta from Litter to Glitter. I am a furniture artist out of Garland, Texas. And let's just say let's take two because earlier today I attempted and I, for a brief moment, successfully went live. And then today has been the Monday-est Monday ever. And getting kicked off the live and the power going off at the house is just another part of my Monday-est Monday ever, I guess. So yeah. So I'm going to attempt to finish this up tonight. And so, yeah, I had a whole big thing and just everything went. So, let's see here. Let me get over real quick and get this shared out so I can get my peeps on because y'all ain't used to seeing me this late on a Monday. And so I'm going to try to get this shared out and then also attempt to actually get some work done because it has been such a mess. So give me just 1 second and it's not gonna let me. Awesome. All right, so we're just gonna go. Hey Anne, if you could please share this over to Whiskey and Women for me, I would greatly appreciate it. It's not letting me. Like I said, it's been the Monday-est Monday ever. So, okay. So what I'm going to be teaching you guys, or attempting to teach you, because everything is an attempt today. I'm not going to say that I've succeeded at anything today. I'm just going to say that I have attempted stuff today. None of it's going well. Anyway, so we're going to be doing some vertical stripes on the side of the piece for the girls' home. We're going to try to get this finished up so I can get this out of here. Let me get this turned so you guys can see the front because we got the glaze, the glazing. Look at that. Get out of the light so you can actually see it. All those purples and blues and greens in there with the stencil over top of it. And let me get it back to where it was so y'all can see the side. Thank you, Anne. And so let's go right. Oh, there you go. All right. So what you want to do for vertical striping, as you can see, I've already done a little bit here. I've done one stripe. And what you do is you put down your first piece, you put down your second piece, you line it up. So I'm going to be going over that really, really quickly, but I wanted to get some of it done. And what I did was I just put my first piece of tape and butted it up against the front of the dresser. So that's going to give you a straight line all the way down. So you can use different size painter's tapes with this. It's really doesn't matter what size. It depends upon your piece. There's different size painter's tapes that you can go either way. So whatever works for you for your size piece. So this piece is actually going to be pulled up. So this is going to be my stripe that I'm actually going to be using my glaze on. And then what we're going to do is I take it, I let the weight of the tape hold it down. And then I do a little piece at the top. But now you see I'm leaving me a tab. See, I've got my tabs up here for the one that I want to leave. And so I'm going to butt this piece of tape right up to the other piece of tape. And I'm just going to follow that line. And it's after you do this a couple of times, it's pretty simple. It looks a lot more difficult, and people often ask, hey, I've been wondering how to do that. It looks nice, but I think it's difficult. It's actually, once you get the process down, it's really pretty simple to do. And so I'll give you a little couple of tips and tricks that I have learned throughout the years. And then I'm getting that down here. I'm leaving myself a tab at the bottom, and I'm just ripping it off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece here and pull it off. And so there's my second stripe. Now, when you're doing this for customers for yourself, what I like to do is I like to reuse my tape. So since this is the same piece of tape, I did this space and this space. And so somebody's saying, hey, babe, from Miss Lillian's, Just to let you guys know, please, 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 please give a shout out to Miss Marilyn. She is the owner of Miss Lillian's, and it is her birthday today. So happy birthday, Marilyn. I meant to say that earlier, but I wasn't on long enough. It was the Monday-est Monday ever. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So with this one, again, I'm going right back up to this edge. Yep. And this one, I don't really have to make sure that it's down too good because it's not where I'm going to be pulling up. You know, I'm not going to be using this as my actual tape. And so I don't need to make sure that it's down good. I just want it down well enough as my spacer. So I'm just using it as my spacer. And going right up against that edge. And there we go. You see how easy that is to lay down? And then, hey, Alicia. Oh, so you were the one that was on, okay, the Miss Lillian's account. So, yeah, today was the Monday-est Monday ever, and you're going to hear me say that 100 more times because it was the Monday-est Monday ever. So, all sorts of stuff went weird and wonky. And I went live earlier, and it decided, no, we're not going to do that. And so here I am. I wanted to hop on because I really want to get this project done and get this piece up for sale. This is the piece that's going up for sale to benefit the girls' home in the Dallas area. And sure, sorry guys, I'm going to grab my rolly cart. My legs just decided to go, So we're going to go right up to that edge, follow up there. And again, I'm going right along that edge of the other piece. And this is how you're going to get perfectly even stripes that'll look amazing quickly, easily. And you don't have to do all the measuring and get out a yardstick and everything else. So you don't have to come with like a chalk line or anything like that. Real simple, real easy to do. And then we're going to pull that. And see, this piece of tape would be my blocker, and it's the same. So I'm just going to put my glaze right in there. And so this side will have 4 stripes. And it's really quite easy. Hey, Delania. So I know that you said earlier that you wanted to learn this process, and I'm so sorry that my feed dropped out. We lost power here. It's like I said, it's been a Monday. So since I got a lot of my girls on, I'm going to let y'all decide. So these 2 colors, patina and crystal blue, I used both of them when I did the stencils on the front. And so I was thinking about just using one of the colors, but type in if you think I should use the crystal blue or if I should use the patina. And so we're just going to use one of these colors on the sides. So type in either patina or crystal blue. Blue's fine. You can put blue or patina. A B or a P. Pop it in there for me. And I will get them a shake. Shake it. Delania says crystal blue in the lead. And so it's just been a day. It's been a day. Now what you can do, Anne says blue as well. That's awesome. Okay. So we're going to go with crystal blue. Now if I wanted, those really crisp lines, what I would have done is I would put this down, and then I would have taken some of my clear coat and I would go over the edge of the lines and then let that dry, because what that's going to do is that's going to seal in your line. And so when you when you put your glaze over top of it, you peel it back, or your paint or whatever, you peel it back, it's going to give you a really, really crisp line. because this is a kind of a water piece, you know, that I'm doing it like in a mermaid water theme. I want it to look kind of flowy. And so I'm not looking for those perfectly crisp lines on this one. And so I'm just going to pour some of this crystal blue. Look at this. Look at that color, guys. Can y'all see that? Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm going to pour some of that into my little plate here. And I'm going to set that down where I know I'm not going to hit it because it's the Monday-est Monday ever. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my applicator pad. Like I said, you can pick these up really inexpensively at Harbor Freight. I'm going to tap, tap, tappy it down. I don't want too much on it. And I am just going to pat it in there. Can y'all see there's, and also I'm not looking for a solid, and that's why I'm patting it on. And so some areas are going to be a little thicker. Some areas are going to be a little thinner and more flowy, I think. And so that's why I'm patting it on instead of brushing. I'm getting right up in there. And then we're just going to go over it. And like I said, taping it off is really the longest, the most difficult part of this, especially when you're dabbing it on. Oh, that crystal blue looks absolutely amazing where this purple is on this side. Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. And so like you guys know that it's got the, this has the 5-color blend on it. And then we sealed it with the top coat that had the shimmer in it, which is the glitter that Miss Lillian sells that's made for your top coats. It's a very, very fine grit glitter. And then now we're putting glaze over top of that. And this is going to be my final piece. The piece de resistance. This is the end. And so once this is done, she will be available to be moved over. I've got a friend that has an antique booth here in Dallas that she's going to let me put this in her booth for sale. And when it sells, then we will get the money passed over to the girls' home. And that is what we are doing. So believe it or not, guys, we're almost done with this side. I can't wait. There might be some areas that I might want to add a little bit more to. So I'm just going to give the top a second. But as I'm looking at it now, wowzers. So tell me what you're thinking about this piece with the glaze, the glitter, the blend. And then we're just going to kind of, I see some areas that maybe I want just a little bit more in, like right there. Looking at it from all different angles. You want to make sure that's important, is to look at it from different angles. And then voila, we are done with this side, guys. Delania says she loves it. So, someone by the name of Guy is watching us on Twitch. And so this is a 4-drawer dresser that I'm making. I'm a furniture artist out of Garland, Texas. It is kind of a mermaid water theme, as you can see. What I did was I did a 5-color blend on it. Then I added the glaze like I'm doing on the side on the stripes. I did an stencil on the front here with 2 colors of glaze. And then on this side, or both sides actually, I'm doing what's called ghost striping. And what ghost striping is, this is this, what it does is that it's not like a solid color. So kind of depends upon how the light hits it. Is like when you saw the front, how it dried. It's there, but it's not really there. So we call this process called ghost striping. And so that's what I'm doing it. And Alicia says that she is finally out of Facebook jail. Congratulations, you're a repeat offender. I know that you ran that block while you were in. The guy on Twitch says, big reveal. I thought it was just a piece of wood, but you turned it and it's a big dresser. Yeah, it's a 4-drawer dresser. So what I'm getting ready to do, I'm just giving it a minute to sit, and then I will, voila. So let me show you the difference. And what I mean by the ghost striping is as I pull the tape, you'll see the stripes revealed. And so simple to do. Very, very simple. And there you go, guys. That is the side of the dresser, and that side is done. So Guy over on Twitch says, very nice. Thank you. Yeah, the tape pulling is just awesome. And it is therapeutic as well. Actually, it's one of my favorite pieces, is just pulling it off. So this is the side. I'm going to grab my tape, put that over there. Now you guys know that we are leaving not this Friday, but next Friday to go to Tennessee for the week. And so we are gearing up for that as well. We're going to take this bad boy. We're going to flip it around. You see that front again. And so you've got, see how, and it's not even dry yet, so it'll shimmer some more. And so we're doing that, and then that is the front. And then we're going to go and we're going to do this side now. You see how it just gives it a completely new dimension just by adding some glaze to it. And yeah, I know back there is a mess. All that's going to Tennessee to Sue. And I've got taken furniture to Sue, another furniture artist that I'm going to go visit in Tennessee. And I've got a 3-drawer little dresser down the hall. And I also have a curio cabinet that's sitting in my hallway. So we've been piling furniture in here. And so, yay. Alicia says it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys from the beginning how to line it up. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Batware hardware on it. Alicia asked if I was going to keep the original hardware on it. And yes, I am. I'm going to keep the original hardware on it. I was thinking about doing maybe spray painting them, but I can't decide. So I figured that what I would do is I would get all the ghost striping and everything done and then make that decision on the hardware. It's really hard for me to make those decisions because I have a vision when I start and it looks nothing like my vision when I end. Everything ebbs and flows. So what we're going to do on this side is I'm going to show you with my first piece how to start it off. So if you have any questions about doing this ghost striking or anything, just please put them in the comments. I'll be happy. What I'm doing is I put my finger on the side of the tape and my finger on the side of the drawer and just kind of, or the side of the dresser, and run it down so I get an even flush with the front of the dresser on this side. And that way all of my other stripes, if I follow that pattern, will be perfectly straight. So we're going to give me just a little bit of tab at the top. And so this is the most crucial part, is getting this first tape line down. Because if you don't get this first tape line down, then all of your other ones are going to be crooked. This is your line that you're going off of from now on. So this one There we go, right on that edge. I'm going back, hitting it like this, making sure again that I am following that line right on the edge of the dresser and all the way down. And there we go. I'm going to leave me a tab at the bottom. And so there we go. Alicia said that she has the same problem when it comes to doing hardware. And Alicia says that her projects have a mind of their own. Mine do too. Delaney says that her problem is that I have so many ideas in my head and I can never decide. And that's been my thing with this one, as you know. I was like, you know, I started off with, oh, I'll just do a 2-color blend. And then it was like, oh, I'll do a 3-color blend. And then, you know, I couldn't figure out which 3 colors actually I wanted. And I had 5 out of, 170 colors that I've got here in my studio. I had it down to 5 out of 170 something. And I was like, well, I'm just going to do a 5-color blend. And that's what you're seeing here is the 5-color blend. So I started off with a 3. Actually, I started off with a 2 and then went to a 3 and then ended up with 5. Couldn't decide on the sparkle, the glitter that I wanted to add. I had it down to 3. I added 2 colors of sparkle into the top coat. Couldn't decide. So I'm just going right along the edge, leaving me some extra here because this is the one I'm going to pull up and move. So I don't want it to be exact. I want to make sure I've got some extra. Putting it right up to the other edge. And going all the way down. I work in about 4 to 5 inches down. You know, I'll put a tape down, go down about 4 or 5 inches, pat it, and about 4 or 5 inches at a time. And to me, that makes it go very easy. If you try to do too much of a long stripe all at once, then sometimes it'll get wonky. For me, working in just a small area is best. So Alicia said that my successes come in the form of happy accidents. Exactly. So we are definitely, I love my happy accidents. And so we're going to go right in here. Again, right up to that edge. You know, for the longest time, I used to do this like the really, really hard way. I would get out a, Delania asked, how wide is this tape? I think this is about 1.5 inches. Hold on, I'll tell you. You know me, I'm in my studio. I got my handy dandy measuring tape. So this is 2 inch. So this is 2 inch. But again, like this one is, you know, it comes in all different sizes. So this one that I could have used is 1 inch. There's 1.5 inches. So like this one is, I think this is this is a 2 inch as well. But you can get 1.5 inch, 1 3/4. There's all different sizes. So on this one, since it is a large piece, I'm using the 2 inch painter's tape. But I used to get out my my ruler and measure it out and put marks down and then get my yardstick and draw a chalk line and then I was like, no. But of course that was the days before the internet when people used to tell you how, you know, people would show you how to do stuff just by clicking and watching. So then I saw somebody do this method and I'm like, you know what? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Why didn't I think of that? So if this was a smaller dresser, I might use the 1.5 inches or I might use the inch. But for this one, since it is so wide, I'm using the 2 inch. So what am I doing? I'm just talking right along and not realizing that, you know, ta-da. And so again, this one, I'm not, you know, patting down and being real secure with it just because it's going to come back up. This is just my spacer stripe. You can see how much quicker this goes because I'm not going back and making sure that my, you know, my edges are completely down. So when I do the glaze on it, that it doesn't mess up on me. And the tail curled on me. It stuck to itself. There you go. And so I'm just putting it on there just enough to be my spacer because I'm getting ready to take it back off. Thank you, Delania. Delania says that it looks good with the 2 inches on this dresser, or the 2-inch tape. So I'm going to go back, hit it again. Making sure, like I said, just, you know, letting the weight of my roll of tape, that's why I start from the top down, is I let the weight of my tape hold it, you know, down for me. There we go. And then again, see, we're rolling right along, guys. It's easy peasy when you know how to do it. And just a couple of little tips and tricks will definitely get you on your way. And you'll be doing this to a bunch of pieces. And even on jewelry boxes, you can go to AutoZone, any of the auto parts store, and you can get pinstriping, which is teeny tiny little, and you can use that as well. So you can, I do that on jewelry boxes. Use pinstripe. And this will be my last stripe because again, so it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So the dresser is 16 inches deep. So how long do you recommend letting the top coat dry before taping for striping? I'm always afraid I'll pull the paint off even with painter's tape. Okay. What I do is I give it, 12 to 24 hours. If it is anything like immediately, then I will use the blue frog tape, and the blue frog tape is less sticky. And so what that does, it's for, the blue tape is more for your delicate finishes. And that to me is my new paint finishes. Since this has been setting for 2 weeks, because last week Balder and Whiskey and I did an art project together, so this has been setting for a week, so I'm using the green. But if it was a newer paint, like less than a week, then I would use the blue tape, and you'll be fine if you use the blue tape. And she says, oh, good to know about the pinstriping, thank you. I have a floor jewelry box to do. So yeah, if it's the teeny tiny little ones, then yeah, use pinstriping. So this will be my last stripe. And then we will be good to go for the night. I will have accomplished something. on the Monday-est Monday ever. Went a little bit over the edge. There it is right there on the edge. So Delaney, I hope that helped you. And the different colors of your painter's tape. You may have wondered why painter's tapes are different colors. So the green is normal and the blue is for your delicate surfaces. And so just getting this down here. Getting that rip off the edge. Eek. My tab decided to roll over. So there we go. And again, there it is. Delaney says, yes, ma'am. That helps very much. I'm so glad that helped. It is the Monday-est Monday ever. You guys know I just did the other side, right? And y'all saw I had the applicator pad. And I had the little tray with my glaze on it. And, oh, there it is. Okay. I just wanted to say, y'all saw that, right? It's the Monday-est Monday ever. So I'm just going to go over these, especially the edges, to make sure that they're kind of down. Again, if I wanted these to be very crisp, I would have taken the extra step of putting the clear coat down and given it a little bit to dry and then done that. But I don't want crisp lines. I want lines, but I don't want them so crisp that it's like, oh, there's a line. The whole theme of this is like water. And so I want them to ebb and flow. And so not bad for a $10 dresser that my son got from the Habitat for Humanity store. So yeah, my son paid $10 for this dresser and donated it for me to do for the girls' home. So he said he wanted to help. And he said, what did I need? And I said, I need dressers. So. And I hear my husband in the kitchen. He's grazing. Uh-huh. So again, we're really just about done on this side already. So
looking for tape.
what kind of tape you need, honey?
I found some.
Oh, you found it? Okay. And so I'm just going over, making sure I get everywhere. It's a little bit thinner in some places, thicker in another area. Stepping back, looking at it from the side, a little bit more right in there. On that crystal blue on top of the purple because that looks so good. And so, and now for the reveal, guys. Here we go. Pulling that tape for your ghost stripes on the side. And whoop, there we go. And so I will move it so you can see how the light catches it. And we are almost done for the night. So you see how that What?
So whose birthday is it?
Go ahead. You know, it's Marilyn's birthday. She's the owner of Miss Lillian. So get over there so they can see you. So we've got Bucky's nuggets that we'll bring to Texas, or we'll bring to Tennessee. We'll get her some. We're gonna send her some beaver nuggets.
So you got blow up words. She's not here.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Marilyn! I love that man of mine. I really do. So Delania says, "Shorty, put the candy down." So
This is Bucky.
that's Bucky's beaver nuggets, baby. Yep. We took some to Maryland as, you know, just a hey, I don't know if you've ever tried the Bucky's beaver nuggets. So when we went to Tennessee in our last trip, we took her a bag and I ended up shipping her a couple of bags after we got back. She liked them so much. So we're going to make sure that we take some Bucky's beaver nuggets back to Tennessee to Maryland for her birthday. And so, guys, we are done for the night. Oh, you're asking, you said on top. I am just going to do like a solid glaze over top. I'm not doing anything fancy on the top. I figured that I would just go with both colors of the glaze and just kind of stipple it on. And Delaney says that she will have to try them when she goes to South Carolina. She loves Bucky's. So we're going to do one complete roundabout here on the, there's one side. You can see how it just absolutely gives you that effect depending upon how the light hits it. And then we've got the front. And then we've got the other side, which is dried a little bit more. So it is a little bit darker, but you can see how when the light hits it, it gives you that gorgeous, gorgeous look. And sure, and for some reason, my dollies don't want to move back around. So there we go. And I won't leave it right there. I will be on my Litter to Glitter page. Please follow me over there. If you're not following me, bad. No, it's all right. There's room for everybody. So if you're following me, you're not following me, I'll be on Miss Lillian's page. Also, I will be on Painting with Whiskey and Women tomorrow night at 7 Eastern. That's 6 Texas time, y'all, on Facebook, Twitch, and my YouTube channel at Litter to Glitter. I will be back on here next Monday, when hopefully it's not one of the Monday-est Mondays ever, because this Monday is definitely the Monday-est Monday that ever Mondayed. So much love to you guys. Happy birthday, Marilyn. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, my loves.